Hey, this is Coach Des here. I'm here to talk about the Bengals. So we're going to talk about their draft picks and what they should choose and where their strengths and weaknesses are. So this is 2019 offense. And this is the 2020 offense. Okay, so I have to say this. You have to get out of the basement. You did improve 2 games. You were 2-14 in 2019 and 4-11-1 in 2020. So let's see, had you made any improvements in your offense and defense, okay? So rushing right on offense, you averaged 4.07 yards per carry, but you dropped in 2020. You only averaged 3.42 yards per carry. I don't count the middle. So rushing to the left is 5.29 in 2020, but rushing to the left 4.14 in 2019. So you improved on the left side. Passing to the right, you averaged 9.32 yards per carry in 2020. Passing to the right, 8.26. You're still kind of the same. Passing down the middle is 13.53 in 2019. Passing down the middle is 12.36. You dropped a little bit, but not by much. Passing to the left is 10 yards per carry in 2020. Passing to the left was 12.2. You dropped. In 2019, you dropped in 2020. So let's look at this. Sacks. Still 3 sacks per game in 2019. 3 sacks per game in 2020. Interceptions, 0.75 in 2020, 1 in 2019. Still about the same. Fumbles, 1 fumble in 2020, 1 fumble per game in 2019. So what I'm saying is this. Your offense haven't changed much at all. You're still playing the same. You need to pick up where you need to pick up. You start off strong in the first half, and then you die in the second half. And the reason why I say that, because if you look at your passing down the middle, where you're averaging almost 14 yards in the first quarter, 11, almost 12 yards in the second quarter, and then you die, as you did in 2019, 13.5 down the middle, 17.5 down the middle in the second quarter, then it's 12. So you kind of even plateaued right there. Anyway, I got numbers. So in 2019, you averaged 17 points on offense, 17.4 in 2019. But you, like I said, you improved a little bit, but 19.4 don't win games. Okay, so you went up 2 points, and I always tell my team, 3 points don't get you a win if they're scoring 7 points. 7 points to 3 points, that's a big difference. Okay, so you go down and you score again. Oh, 3 points. So now the score is 6-7. Okay, well then they go back down and they score. It's 14-6. Do you see what I'm getting at? The 2 points that you increased by from 2019 to 2020 is not going to get you out the basement. It's not going to get you any wins. Unfortunately, I didn't watch a whole lot of Bengal games like I needed to, but you still on defense, and I'm going to show you why. Let me just go to your defense right away. This is going to be interesting to you. Okay, this is 2019 defense numbers. And this is 2020's defensive numbers. Okay? Now look, this is what you give up. Rushing right, 4.88 in 2020, 4.82 in 2019. Tell me that's not the same. Same defense. Rushing to the left, 6 yards. You give up 6 yards per carry. Look at this. Rushing to the left, 6.26 yards per carry. Same defense. You haven't improved. That means you know who you should be drafting this coming Thursday. Look at this. Passing to the right, 11.65 in 2020. Passing to the right, 12.63. Is that not the same? Passing down the middle, 15.13 in 2019. Passing down the middle. Oh, yes, that's a big difference. That's almost 12 yards per pass down the middle in 2020. So you did improve a little bit. Passing to the left, 11 yards per pass. 12.19 in 2019. Again, your defense is still the same. So you averaged 2 sacks per game in 2019, 1 sack per game in 2020. You dropped. Interceptions, 0.81 in 2020, 0.75, the same. You average 0.62 fumbles in 2020, 0.69. Again, the same. You have to improve on defense. You can't win games if you're giving up this many yards. You can't. And I'm going to show you why. Because in 2019, you gave up 26.3 points to your opponents. In 2020, you gave up 26.5 points per game. So you showed me where you improved in defense. You did not. Now, maybe you had a lot of players that furloughed because of the pandemic, and they'll be coming back this year. Because I can tell you now, the teams in your division, they ain't going nowhere. You're not in a weak division. You can bump at least 2 of these teams out of third and second place. But you got to commit to improving your defense. So overall passing average on offense, you averaged 63.7 in 2020. In 2019, 57.7%. So you improved there. But on defense, the overall passing average that they gave away in 2020 was 62.4. And guess what? In 2019, it was exactly the same, 62.4, which tells me your defense is the reason why you were 4-11-1 last year. You need some defensive players. With that being said, peace out.